Study shows that the human brain cannot distinguish between what's real and what's not. Therefore, if we can use that to our own advantage, if we can use that to create our own reality, to create our own world where there's various opportunities, where there is abundance than scarcity, where failure and fear are not an option, the world where we can salvage any obstacles that might bind us from succeeding in some areas in our lives. You need to imagine that person that you want to become, his quality traits, the way he carries himself, the way he communicates, his languaging, his way of thinking, and tap into that kind of mindset and start working towards being that person. What that will do is that it will trigger your subconscious mind, and the next thing you know, you will start gravitating towards being that person that you want to become. And remember that you are the master and your mind is your servant. And you should never, I repeat, you should never allow that to be the way around. Because if you can do that, I'm telling you, if you can allow your mind to rule you, you'll be ruined. You see, if we can create our own world where we are the ones who call the shots in our own decisions that we take, and also, control the direction that our life should take, and also exercise our God-given power that is already ingrained inside of us, there's no doubt in my mind that our lives will tremendously change. You see, believing in the illusion will help you to exercise your full potential towards the things that you want to accomplish, and it will make it more convenient for you to develop, that bravery and be courageous enough to make hard decisions that has the potential to grow you. Always remember that you are the next choice you make. I mean, give it a thought. Think about it. The next choice you make has the power to dictate whether you're going to live a life of abundance or whether you're going to live a life of mediocrity. Always remember that the power is on our hands. The navigation is literally on the palm of our hands. Our destination are on our hands because we are the ones who are holding the steering wheel. Ladies and gentlemen, if we can utilize the illusion in the right way, our lives will be well refined. If we can use it to stimulate limitless beliefs and capabilities inside of our minds, imagine how far we can go. Imagine how much we can accomplish. We can literally, develop a unique perspective that can carry us to success and also help us maneuver our way out of difficulties and lead us to prosperity. You see, ladies and gentlemen, there's permanence into believing that you can. You see, one of the most powerful obstacle that often deprives us of greatness is our limited beliefs. Our beliefs are the ones that shrink us to the point where our effectiveness are not recognizable, and eventually that's result in stagnation. But if we can use the illusion to navigate prosperity into our minds, into our lives, by working silently and not being vocal about it. One thing I like the most about being illusional is that you'll be working inside the comfort of your mind where there's no, opinions, where there's no one ridiculing you, where there's no ceiling of how far you can dream, how big you can dream, and how many times you can fail. Always remember that your brain cannot distinguish between what's real and what's not. So use that to your own advantage to create your own reality. Just like the online course that I've created, where I talk more about how to change the way you think in order for you to see drastic changes in your life. So if you are interested in the course, all you really need to do is to simply go to my bio and click the first link you see right there. And that link will take you straight to my Telegram. And from there, you'll be provided with the necessary information on what you need to do in order for you to view the course. So hopefully I will see you there. Guys, my name is Johannes. See you next time. Cheers.